My name is Jason. I go by Professor Sports Cards. Today we're looking at Kobe Bryant and every single rookie card he's ever had. Through the process, we'll also take a look at the prices and the pop count of all 16 rookie cards and parallels. Kobe entered the NBA in 1996, where rookie cards didn't have patch autos or serial numbers. However, parallel rookie cards are somewhat new at this time, and Kobe has a couple that fetch quite a price. We're going to start with the most populated rookie card Kobe has. There's over 36,000 of these graded in a PSA 10, over 4,000, but it holds such a strong price. This actually surprises me, but this gives us good insight and knowledge. Stay tuned to the end of the video for not only insight to this card, but it's a deeper look into the entire card market. Before we move on, you can see the PSA 10's really flatlined in the past 6 months, which is a good thing for the hobby. In a PSA 9, it sells for considerably less, about 90% less, at just over $100, and there's just way too many of these at $17,000. Finally, we're going to look at the PSA 8, where there's just under 10,000 of them, and it's selling for about $72. And that's about the price that this card has been going for raw over the past 6 months. Here's a look at all three cards side by side, the PSA 10, 9, and 8. This card really does tell a story that's much bigger than itself. Something that goes to the whole hobby. And again, stay tuned to the end of the video while we go over that. Bowman's Best is his next most populated rookie card. Here you see it has over 10,000, just slightly, copies graded. And while we're on it, I want to focus on, by this point in the hobby, the mid 90s and really the early 90s, getting a PSA 2 or 3 is just not common. Just like in today's market, you're expecting a 9 or a 10 with cards you send in. You can see here that a PSA 7, there's only 182 out of 10,000 copies. That's like, what, 1.8%. In a PSA 10, there are just over 1,500 copies and it sells for just under $500. The last sale at $465. 9,800 out of the 10,100 total graded are either in an 8, 9, or 10 of Bowman's Best, and then an 8 you can get as low as $55. Kobe has about 20 rookie cards, and I want to make sure we get to them all. Here's my favorite of his rookie cards, or at least one of them. In a PSA 10, there are 1,700. That's both with the coating and without the coating, and value combined is about $600. Combined with coating and without coating, you can see there's almost 14,000 total of these graded. That is a lot of these cards. Of the close to 14,000 graded, we have 1,700 in a PSA 10. That's about 12%. I am giving a box away. It's just sitting at my house. A box of Inception Bowman University is the Caitlin Clark Victor Wembanyama in this box. All you have to do is subscribe, go watch this video, comment the right word, and this box could be yours at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Now here are all Kobe's base rookie cards. I think there's about 18 of them. If we look at the bottom right, those are all the cards with under a 500 pop count. You can see those cards generally hold a higher value. So this awesome chart shows us all the Kobe rookie cards, and it does generally go by pop count. However, there's a couple outliers. You watch me, you know I preach pop count. Pop count is the supply. That's how much there is of a certain card. Well, demand normally has to do with supply, but demand for tops is shown by this chart, and this goes for any card in the industry. I would assume that there is demand for tops because it's brand recognition, because they've had basketball cards or baseball cards dating back to the 50s and 60s, because they are still in the sports card market. And these Kobe cards here, although Topps Finest, Topps Chrome, they have more graded than the rest. However, their value, their price stays high because there's a demand for tops. So yes, I preach pop count. Let's take a look right now at cards under 100 pop count, and you'll see the price difference. They're all over $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. Go for pop count, and apparently Topps is in demand. So there is a look at the 1996 Topps PSA 10. There's over 4,000 of them, and it is by far the most graded copies of a Kobe rookie card in a PSA 10, but it holds a high value, and that's the only thing we can conclude there is just people like Topps. Topps is a brand that people go after. There's demand. Topps Finest will be his next, and again, it holds a decent price at $600. We can continue scrolling down. The UD3 has far less and sells for $250. The Bowman Best, far less, selling for $465. So Topps definitely has people going after it. Although there's a lot of them, there's still a healthy market, more than the Upper Deck, more than the Collector's Choice. But what I really want to do is scroll all the way down till we get to cards under, well, here's 236 of the Skybox Z-Force, and you can see it sells for over $1,000. We keep going down. The UD3 PSA 10, there's only 174, selling for $582, and now you're just going to see an influx in price. The Fleer Lucky Number 13 insert, $1,200. The pop count's going to continue to go lower. The 1996 Hoop selling for close to $1,400 in a PSA 10. That's his rookies. The metal base fresh foundation, very hard to get in a PSA 10. There's only 138 of them. I really like that card. It's a chrome based card. It has him with his jersey, a nice smile. Gotta love that card. 1996 metal cyber metal, again only 117 in a PSA 10. You're talking about $1,800. Now there's one obvious pattern to recognize. We can all see it. As the pop count gets lower, the prices of the cards go way up. You're talking about cards with less than 300 pop count or 200. In this case, less than 10, and you see the value card ladder has it at $77,000. Matter of fact, it actually sold October 20th of 2022 for $96K. Why? Because there's only 7 of them in a PSA 10. The high roller Kobe collectors don't care about the 19 or 20 base Kobe rookie cards. The high rollers want what's rare, what's hard to get. This is hard to get. Now, it's very important we make a distinct point. The way that these short print Prism base cards inserts, the very beginning, are performing for Kobe in the early mid-90s, 1996, will not be the same way these type of Prism short print cards will perform from players of today, because there's thousands of different short print Prisms, and there's tens of thousands of those copies of cards out there where it wasn't the same in 1996. It's much different. The cards that they're chasing now, there's all the autograph cards. There's more autograph rookie stuff you can collect than what Kobe had just in the short print parallel cards. Kobe Bryant's most sought after rookie is arguably this Topps Chrome card. And you have to be careful because it can turn green. It has problems like this. This is an article by Cardboard Connection. They also recommend buying this card graded because there is some counterfeits out there. These are current prices at the end of May of 2023. You can get this card in a PSA 8 for about $800 if you want it in your collection today. Now, we mainly focused on PSA 10s, but there are plenty of PSA 9s at affordable prices, as you can see here. Kobe is a nice test sample because people love Kobe Bryant. There's a high demand and there's a lot of supply out there, and it's nice to see that his cards can support a market like that because these pop counts are not necessarily low. There's definitely a market for Kobe rookie cards and sports cards in general, even when the economy's not doing so well. Lastly, I want to show you, might be surprised. Let's look at this. 6 months ago, the PSA 10 Topps Chrome was selling for $4,250, and you could see the chart yourself. It is on an upward trend, and today the most recent sale is of May 15th. So for $1,300 more, $6,800. So all those doom and gloomers out there shouting that the sports card market is down 70%, 50%, the sky is falling, maybe it's not so bad after all.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.